Hello everyone, I am Radhika Mangal and welcome to Whip with Raj Radhika. So today our niche relates to thought engineering. So what the thought engineering relates to, or what's the process of thought engineering, who should practice thought engineering, and to know more about it and to elaborate this, today we have leadership coach and mentor, the very beautiful Mrs. Vijaya Nene. Hello, ma'am, and welcome to Whip with Raj Radhika.
Hi Radhika, glad to be here.
Thank you, ma'am. It's our pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming, ma'am. So, ma'am,
Thank
today's
you.
niche is all about thought engineering. So, first of all, basically wants to know that what the thought engineering relates to, what the thought engineering is all about.
Radhika, we know what is thought, we also know what is engineering. So,
Uh-huh.
engineering is a science of putting things in a structured manner to get best results. Okay? And the nature has gifted human beings with lots and lots of energy sources. We are all tapping the resources which are around us, like the wind power, nuclear power, thermal power, whatever you name it. But the biggest source of energy that we all are gifted with is our thoughts. So, thought engineering is all about how do we enhance our quality of living by way of channelizing the thought energy, enhancing the quality, and seeing the results in our lives.
Okay, and ma'am, why should we master our thoughts? Is it any compulsion or any scientific rule to master our thoughts, or we need to master our thought to live a peaceful life? Is it relates to that?
No, it is not that you must. 99% of the people, they are unaware of what the life is all about and how their thoughts are influencing their life. So once you're aware, what happens is it's like a ship which has a destination. So let's assume on a sea there are two ships. One ship,
Uh-huh.
the pilot knows where exactly he wants to go, and anytime you ask, he would be able to tell you the route and the way it will go, and by the time it reaches it. And the other
Okay.
person who doesn't know the destination nor he is aware of the route, you will
Uh-huh.
be surprised that what kind of a route he will take and whether he'll be caught in the storm or in
Mhm.
any rough weather. So
Okay.
it's as simple as that. The moment you are aware of the energy which is driving your life, you would be in a much better position to steer it towards the goals that you want. So your thoughts are the power of your engine. They help you reach your destination safely and successfully.
And ma'am, how to identify that energy to reach our goals?
So it all starts with the first simple thing, observation.
Okay.
Uh, you know, actually, in this world, there are hardly any people who are really aware of the science of thinking. We are not taught in schools nor in any institution how to think.
Uh-huh.
Whatever happens within our minds, we consider that to be thought. But it is not thought, it is some mental activity. Either you are
Uh-huh.
recalling your past events or you are trying to build something into the future. But that is not exactly the thought. Thought
Uh-huh.
is when you do it in a structured manner, it is a
Mhm.
very powerful source. Just start with observing your thoughts. It's like you have a beautiful garden, let's assume, and it is
Okay.
full of beautiful flowers. And
Mm-hmm.
suddenly one day morning when you get up and you see that the whole garden is trampled, before
Okay.
you put any fence, before you decide to put any fence, you will always try to understand what kind of animal is entering into your farm or into your garden. So it's exactly that. The beautiful garden is nothing but your mind capable of producing the best results. But thoughts, if they are not checked, thoughts, if they are not observed, they can be very destructive. They can be very negative. It's like power, like electricity, how it comes. The moment you channelize that, your whole house can be lit. But if you don't channelize, it will result in short circuit and fire and accidents in the house. It's the same thing. So, how you want to manage your life, it's a choice we all have to make.
Okay. And ma'am, how to know that energy, how to find ourselves in our thoughts. We do engage in our thoughts, in our routine activities, in our study life, or in anything kind of stuff because our life is full of thoughts. So how to work on that thought that which thought is good for one and which thought is not good for one. To go in that thought. that's right one, and to go in another thought, that's obviously that the wrong one. How to like parity between them, how to be a parity
Huh.
between them.
So it all starts with observing our thoughts, Radhika, and our quality of life is a direct reflection of the quality of thoughts which we have. So today, whatever the quality that you have in your life is a reflection of the thoughts summed up till today, the quality of thoughts that you have. You are happy with the quality of your living, you can continue the way you are. But if you want to enhance that, it all starts with enhancing your thought quality. And this is what I teach people in my sessions in thought engineering. So start with observing your quality of your thoughts. And second thing is try to stay on one thought for a longer period. But the moment you understand that this is a good thought, this is a quality thought, this is a thought which will take me towards the goal which I want. So when you're clear and mindful of your thoughts, it all starts with having goals. So you will have a goal, and anything which is taking you towards your goal is a quality thought.
Okay, so that we need to recognize that quality thought, right? Which
Yes,
can drive
and
us
then
to our goal.
keep enhancing that.
Okay, and ma'am, like, is there any technique to enhance that goal, to enhance that thought in terms of driving our goal?
See, thoughts are like the babies, okay? And most often, these babies are dead at the time of birth itself because we don't take care of them. As we have to take care of our babies, every thought needs to be taken care. It's like every seed has a potential tree within it. Every thought has a potential to manifest in the best possible manner. It could be a negative thought, it could be a positive thought. So it is all about our choice. So which thought you want to pursue and which thought you should not pursue. And second, the moment you agree that this is a thought I need to pursue, the more attention you pay, it becomes stronger. See, it is all wherever you put your attention, your energy flows there. And anything which you give energy, it starts becoming stronger and it starts manifesting in your life. Of course, you need to have certain other things, other elements as well.
Wow, ma'am. This is like something out of the box. I've never heard this topic like thought engineering and such a beautiful words. I'm just loving the session. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thanks, Radhika. Actually, anybody who goes through these sessions and who follows it towards the conclusion, they will start enjoying life because it is like this.
All right, ma'am. So, like, there is a MCQ question, and like, you have to select any one between the two options. Okay. So, ma'am, it's just what, as per your opinion, a thought should inculcate. Number one, is it ever right to do the wrong thing, or ever wrong to do the right thing?
I would go with the B. Yes. So if it is right, even the doing is wrong, you should always go with that, the one which is right to do.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, you said true actually. And ma'am, it's usually said na, like, if you can widen your imagination with your thought, then you can easily master your thoughts. So is it related to thought engineering?
No, see, if you widen your imagination, it enhances the power of imagination. Power of imagination is one of the faculties of your mind power. So it helps you to achieve goals. So imagination is linked to visualization. This is one of the elements, one of the steps in translating your thoughts into realities. Okay. So this is one of the steps. And the moment you enhance your imagination, yes, it gives you strength in terms of visualizing what you want.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, just lastly, like, who should practice this thought engineer? Like, in short, what's the process of thought engineering to master his or her goal in life? Because everyone is living in this life for a purpose, right? Each has a purposeful life. So, is there like any short word or short process, or like who should practice the thought engineering?
Anybody who is capable of understanding my words, who is listening to this, they are all capable of thought engineering. They can re-engineer their lives just by using the thoughts in the right manner. So age has no bar, and it's just about awareness, Radhika. So person who understands the power of thoughts will always pursue this path.
Okay, so ma'am, any one word for thought engineering, if you would like to say, like any one word?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
It's just any one word for thought engineer. Like, is it related to observation or kind of like practicing on your observation? Like what?
It's transformation. It's
Transformation.
transformation. Yes, it's transformation of the way you live, the way you look at things, the way you perceive things, the way you believe things. Because this is absolutely transformational thought engineering.
Okay, so just start by observing and then just transform that observation into your thought engineering process, and then that will drive you to your goal, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of elements, Radhika. So it starts with the observation, but
Uh-huh.
observation does not really help you to reach your goal. The moment you are observing, then you start to enhance the quality of your thought, and then you have to
Okay.
channelize that energy, and then you start manifesting that in your life.
All right, ma'am, that's nice. So we got to understand like a little bit like what the thought engineering is all about. And it's such a cool thing to got to understand this from you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being on with Raj Radhika.
Thank you so much, Radhika. It's lovely being here, part of this show.